I'm literally cheating. It is not fair, bro. Ladies, if you want to know the way to a man's heart, all it is some nice, juicy, thick drum breaks. Something about a nice ass vintage drum break just turns me into a little freak. I don't know how to explain it. And in today's video, I'm going to make a vintage, thick sounding drum break from scratch. And as you can see, I don't have a drum set anywhere in this bitch, but we're still gonna figure out how to do this. Let's get to it. All right, so to start this, we are going to be working in Addictive drums, and we're actually gonna be starting with one of my kits for my Addictive Presets pack. It's called Indie, and if you guys purchase Addictive Presets, I've updated some of the sounds, so make sure you head to the site and go grab that. Okay, so this is the preset we're starting with. All I have is about 4 dB of volume added. I'm adding a little bit of the spring reverb. It's kind of just on a send right here. It's a Max for Live plugin called Convolution Reverb, just one of the spring presets. Super nice. So what's really going to differentiate that sound for us is all in post-processing. So why don't we just start by adding a little bit of saturation. I really like this saturator plugin. It's literally just one knob and it's free, so go get this shit. Soft tube saturation knob. Okay, so let's just add a little bit of it and you're already going to start to see it's going to make that shit just mad crunchy. That's really nice here. I'm gonna turn it off. You could listen to the difference. Off, on. Ooh, that sounds crazy. And you could really crank this shit. Oh, that's too loud. Not that loud. I think saturation, if used correctly, is the most powerful thing. I put this shit on my drums, on my vocals, on my reverb sends, on my delays. It just always adds a really nice glue and warmth to whatever it is you're working with. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and grab another compressor. Let's get the GHZ Wolf compressor. I use this in all my videos. This is gonna add a lot of that vintage sound, so just go through some presets and see what we like, because that's pretty dirty, but I don't want it that dirty. I think there's a preset in here. Old school crunch. Okay, so that's like very, very old. I'm gonna turn down the wet a little bit so we kind of just mix it in. Oh, that's really nice. Woo! That is crazy. So a lot of the processing is really just taking off a lot of the high end to kind of just make it feel a little bit more lo-fi. But I do want to add some of that brightness back into it just a little bit later. Okay, now that we've kind of got some more volume with the saturation and shit, let's turn down this gain. I don't want it too loud. I'm gonna go ahead and go in here with another compressor. Honestly, I feel like the more compression I add to it, the more distant it sounds, but it's still very clear. So I feel like just, you know, different compressors all have different tones. So really just experiment. And I want to do like very, very light, nothing too crazy at all. Let me see what happens if I just crank. Ooh, yeah, that compressor is dirty. All right, and like I said earlier, I want to add back in some of the high end. So let's just add another EQ, and I just want some of that brightness. Just kind of bring some more life back into it. All right, let's listen to this here. All right, so now let's just go ahead and record down a pattern. So I think I'm going to go with this one right here that I've been playing. And obviously, since we want the drums to sound like they were actually played live, I'm not going to click any of this in. Let's just find like a tempo we want to work around, and then I'll just finger drum it in myself. Shit. Okay, I think we might have got one there. And I also don't want to quantize whatever it is we're recording. I think some of the snares are coming a little early. I want this timing to be really just perfect. Hey, there it is. Okay, so let's just duplicate this, try and come up with like a different pattern to it. Yeah. Alright, so now that we got the main drum pattern down, I'm gonna do this saucy little trick. So what I'm gonna do is turn my speakers on actually and re-record the drums through my microphone back into Ableton, so it could kind of act like a room mic. And I might also make like a couple noises, like a little screech, a little moan, whatever it takes to kind of just make it feel like real and alive. That's dope. All right, that's honestly perfect to me. Maybe we can go in with a little bit of like a vinyl noise just to kind of add some sort of floor to it. Hey. Should we layer over some claps? Let me just clap into the mic real quick with my ass. I mean with my hands, and then that might sound cool. A little bit of reverb on the clap. Ooh. That sounds crazy. Add a little like shaker sweep onto it. All right, now we could just try and mess around with some sample chops on top of this just to fuck around. But this is basically done in my opinion. That shit is crazy. What? Oh my God. Found some inspiration and some new ways to kind of make these drum breaks from scratch. Once again, Addictive Presets is out now. 20 custom presets for Addictive drums. I appreciate you guys watching. Hope you have a good rest of your day. I'm out this bitch. Bye.